it could not be happening to a better team. Kelsey Plum, right now, was brought in to try help steer the Mercury towards the playoffs for a rental. Kelsey Plum has lost 2 of her 3 games, and they would have been 3 of 3 unless Kelsey Plum hit a game winner. And funnily enough, Kelsey Plum's averaging almost a point a minute. She's been superb. She has been brilliant. Like, she went to Phoenix, and the only reason she'll stay, she left the Sparks because the Sparks were basically like, the Sparks were pretty much a team where it was like, well, if Kelsey doesn't win by herself, they lose. And now she's gone to a team where if Kelsey Plum doesn't take over, they lose. They probably gave up Monika Komakani and a draft pick to lose Kelsey Plum. There is no way she stays past the season. There is no way. There is no way at all. They lost to Connecticut. They're bad. And you might be saying, oh, but it's like Kelsey Plum's been super. She has been absolutely super for Phoenix. And they just can't win. Like, if you can't win while the player you have traded for to, get you to the promised land is, the player you traded for is playing probably better than she could have expected. Genuinely, I think Kelsey Plum probably is playing better than anyone would think. And you're still out there losing. You lost, and you're losing to the Connecticut Sun. It took you a buzzer beater for a tough win and awful refereeing on Cardoso for a win against the Chicago Sky. And to be honest, Kelsey Plum was unbelievable in that game too. She was unbelievable. It is absolutely ridiculous, and it's going to be so funny when Kelsey Plum leaves, because I don't see how Kelsey Plum does not just go and leave the Phoenix Mercury coming into this season. I really don't. For me, it would make no sense to stay. Why would you go to play with a regressing Kalia Copper and what looks like a completely washed Alyssa Thomas? Those type of players that can't... If you're a player that can't shoot, you get washed quick. If you have a major deficiency in your game, once the good things you do to stop making up for that, you get washed very quick. We saw how quickly Russell Westbrook went from all NBA to completely washed. We saw how quickly... it's not necessarily an Alyssa Thomas problem. It's going to happen. It's probably going to happen at 33 to Caitlin Clark. As soon as, there's going to come a time. We saw it with Taurasi as well, by the way. In her mid-30s, post-bubble, Taurasi was garbage. She was garbage her last 4 years in the league. In her late 30s. DeWanna Bonner flipped the switch. She went from all-star to barely being good enough to see the floor the second she went to the Indiana Fever. Ben Simmons was gone. Skylar Diggins, as much as I know she's been healthy, Caitlin Clark maybe has a bit better because she can play make. A little bit she could become a Vandersloot when it's all said and done. But, I don't see Kelsey Plum having more than 2 years in her prime. She's born in 94. She's 32. With the way she plays, she's got about 2 more good years left in her. And I don't see any way in which because Alyssa Thomas and Copper are tied to long-term big contracts. I don't see a scenario where she says, I'd rather be here in Washington. And I don't see a scenario where Washington says, we don't want her either. So, Kelsey Plum very well could be gonzo. She could be completely gone. And I think if you are if you're the Mercury, if you are Matt Ishbia, if you are the GM, I think this is a Matt Ishbia call. He's a star hunter. We've seen it in the NBA. He is a star hunter. So my guess is that with him being a star hunter, he was like, or you've seen the NBA, he was just like, we can get a star, let's get a star. We don't care about those draft picks. Like, he doesn't believe, their owner doesn't believe in draft picks. So, like, you can kind of see why this happens. But, like, just like the Phoenix Suns are one of the worst places of any NBA team, the Phoenix Mercury are are becoming the Phoenix Suns. I'm like, she's too good to call this the Bradley Beal trade, and they didn't get tied down to a long-term contract. But, like, this is I don't know how to describe it. She's about to walk for nothing. Like, I don't see a scenario where she comes back, because for her to come back is basically her saying, because they can't even give her a supermax, she's basically taking a pay cut so that teams can like, she's taking a pay cut so she can lose. Like, that doesn't make any sense for her. Because you might be saying, oh, but they have the facilities. I'm sorry, she's in her 30s. She's got a couple more chances. You can either be the 1A or you can win. It's clear in LA. She went to LA, I think, wanting to be the 1A. And it's clear she's like, you know what? I need a bit more around me than this. What happened to Paige? She was limping a bit yesterday, but I think she's okay. And in Phoenix, she's not the main star, because Alyssa Thomas is on that team. Like, she's not the main star in Phoenix. They're not going to win. They're not going to be good. And I think in an ideal scenario for her is either Golden State to take the Tip Hayes money. Like, she can make her equivalent of $1 million in Golden State, or she can make it in Washington. Washington need a Kelsey Plum. Sonia Citron's playing point guard right now for them. Like, Sonia Citron is ending games at point guard. So, like, Washington is the most obvious place for her to go. And for me, I don't see why the Phoenix Mercury thought that her going to Washington was not an extreme possibility. Because, like, they have everything. And it does appear that she's making her decisions based on basketball, not on off-the-court things. And if she really wants to get back to Cali, Golden State's perfect for her too. So, yeah, that is the video. This is obviously going to be a video that comes out after the Fever versus Chicago Sky game. It'll be out a little bit later, and hopefully the Fever win and get back to the 4th seed. So, yeah, see you guys.